If you are thinking about learning Japanese, or you just got started and you're feeling kind of stuck, right now is probably the best opportunity you'll ever have to get started on the right foot and really seriously learn Japanese. I just wanted to put out a quick video to show you what's going on behind the scenes. Currently, we're looking for 100 pioneer members who are willing to come on board and help us out with this project and build the best Japanese language communication program ever created. We call it Thrive in Japan because it's not just aimed at making you learn Japanese, it's helping you to learn how to thrive in Japan, which is something that foreigners that even get N1 often really struggle to do. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of people on channels talking about how hard it is to make friends, to find your place, that you feel alone, all of these things are real issues, but they all have real solutions as well. And a lot of it comes down to a really basic concept that Japanese is arguably the highest high context language in the world. I've taken the last 2 years of my life. I used to have a Japanese language channel called Tokyo Scramble. I stepped away from that and I went on a learning journey. I learned how other creators were making language platforms in different languages. I was talking to people who are working at teaching languages at universities. I was doing everything. And I was also building my own original curriculum, because all of the curriculums that are out there now, whether using Genki or any of the major books, to be honest with you, I give them like 70 out of 100. They're like a C, maybe a 75 out of 100. Is it possible to learn Japanese? Yes. But is it the best possible approach? I honestly don't believe so, which is why I've taken it upon myself to just build something from zero. Now, I wanted to show you what you're missing out on if you decide not to join with me. This is what I do right now. This is my work. So on this side, I have the admin side of things set up. And right now I'm in the process of, well, actually I've kind of stopped because I don't want to upload too many of these lessons. Because the idea is that I want to get my pioneer members on. I want to go through this with you. I want it to be something that we do together. And I want to help shape this into the most effective Japanese learning program in the world. My goal is that when you finish with my program, that you will not just have N1. N1 will be easy. It'll be a joke, an afterthought. But you will know how to be successful in Japanese high context social situations. You'll be successful in your professional life, your personal life, your social life. That's my goal. N1 is nothing. The real goal is to thrive, to succeed here in Japan. So right now, these are my courses. I mean, basically, the paradigm shift is probably the most important lesson I could teach anyone onto how to start on the right foot to learn Japanese. And the thing is, it's free. I'm literally offering this free to anyone because I give you 14 days for free on the platform. You can come here and take this for free, take all of the benefit and just quit. And I'm okay with that because I want to see more foreigners being successful in Japan. Not only do I think that all of the problems right now that Japan is having with like too many foreigners that are just ignorant could be solved with this, I also believe that Japan, they're going to end up shooting themselves in the foot if they just say, okay, no more foreigners. They need foreigners for the future. We need each other. We need to create a win-win situation. And the paradigm shift is just the first introductory step to a series of workshops that I teach with a company that I helped found called Uzumibi. That's a totally different project, but basically we put the first workshop that we do with Uzumibi for free. So even if you already know Japanese to a very high level, just check this out. You can join for 14 days for free. It'll take you like a day or two just to get through the lessons. And if you don't like it, you can leave after that. No big deal. Right now, we're focusing on pure beginners and people who are at like an N5 level or they're starting to study N5. We'll be releasing an N4 in November, the N3 level course early next year. The N2 and N1 will come mid-2026. Right now, we really want to focus on beginners, and we want to create a base of pioneer users that we took from zero to more than fluent to extremely capable and fluent and thriving in Japan, professionally, socially, privately. And we want those 100 people so that we can show the world this is what we can do. And that's why for the first 100 people that join and sign up, you'll get 30% off for life. And you will also have a friend in me for life. We also run a company called Uzumibi. So we're heavily involved with a lot of local businesses, shokunin, like the artisans in Japan. And it's a big mission of ours to take the Thrive in Japan community and meld it together with our Uzumibi community so you get a real taste of Japan. This isn't just a community. I have a 100% original curriculum that's never been done before like this before, I guarantee. And we have this native app that we built from zero. So when you come on here, you can tell us anything and we'll change it. Like we're looking for that input. And this is such an opportunity for you guys. We're not doing huge promotions on this because we're just looking for like those core members, people who want to come on board and build this with us. I'll show you something crazy right now. This is our calendar function. When you come on here, you can book up to 2 sessions at a time. Now, right now, I just have random times up because I don't know what time you guys are going to want to join. But you come on here after you're subscribed. So on the 14-day free trial, unfortunately, you can't use the calendar. But once you've actually subscribed, you can sign up to join as many of these sessions with me as you would like. After we get our first 50 members, I have about 2 or 3 really amazing Japanese instructors waiting on the sides that we will add to this calendar. And here's the crazy part. They're hour-long sessions, they're small groups, and you can take as many as you would like. We use a system called task-based learning, and we use group sessions because we're trying to teach you how to socially interact and navigate one of the most, the most intricate and complicated hierarchy in language, in modern use, in any language in the world. So small groups are necessary and a lot of practice is necessary. So if you were to go on to somewhere like Preply and try to book even half of these sessions, you would be literally, putting out thousands of dollars a month. One fee, you get 30% off. It's $140 a month. You get my original program, access to the community. You're invited to all of our live in-person events through our Uzumibi connections. And on top of that, you can book as many of these classes as you want, which is crazy. If you wanted to have a class every single day for 30 days a week and you're only paying $140 a month, do the math. You're paying a couple dollars for a lesson, which is just, it's crazy. The thing is, we built this not to become the next Duolingo. We built this because we actually want to create a successful pool of foreigners who can succeed and thrive in Japan, someone that we can create our own networking groups with, we can do projects with, we can welcome them into our Uzumibi universe that we have here in Japan. And this is that doorway, this is the gateway. So if there's anyone out there who's interested, who's at a beginner N5 level, I really encourage you to join now. If you need to learn how to write, hiragana, we got you. We got the courses. I got instruction videos. There's a lot of information in here that no matter how senior you are at Japanese, there's stuff that's going to surprise you. We'll teach you everything from the very beginning, how to write the letters, what types of words you can write with them. And we go into our foundation course. Foundation course will walk you through how to use all of the basic grammar that you need to understand. So many people run away from grammar these days, but grammar is your shortcut. So we can teach it in a very, very fast, easy to understand way that will make the rest of your journey so much easier. And then I have the first few lessons of our N5 content. I just want to show you guys though, that over here on this side, the N5 content, so each level I've basically written books. And what makes my curriculum different from all other curriculums is that in other curriculums where you get just random stories, like, for one lesson, it'll be like, okay, what do you say at the post office? And then like you turn the page and it's like, okay, on today's lesson, it's like, we're going to give someone instructions on the street. And you turn the page and it's like, okay, today's lesson, Sandra is talking to her new friend Taro-san, and they like having some random conversation about what color clothes they want to wear. Just random stuff. The problem with Japanese is that between 60 and 80% of it is context. So if all of the lessons are taken completely out of context, no one's teaching you the 60 to 80% of the language that you need to understand in order to actually successfully communicate in Japan, which is why so many foreigners, and actually even so many Japanese people who don't get this, struggle in Japan. So I wanted to show you that on my N5 course right now, I've only uploaded 2 lessons, but that's because I want feedback before I go further. Over here, I've already completed the first book, N5. This is N5 chapter 1. This is everything in chapter 1. This is N5. This is chapter 2. This is chapter 3. Like everything here, I have all worked out. Chapter 4. And each level has 10 chapters. And actually on the side right now, I even have my N4s on standby. I have the whole thing finished here. So for anyone that thinks like, oh, it's incomplete, I don't want to join this. No, it's done. It's just I want to get feedback and I want to work with you guys, teach you it as we go, and make sure that we get this right. So I'm waiting for my Pioneer members, and everything's right here. It's ready to go. Just, I want to give you a little glimpse. When you get to the end of my N4 level with this curriculum, you'll actually be way ahead of the game. You could probably pass N3, N2, and any of my students who actually get to N3 level, I say this all the time, but I would give my N3 students can communicate better in Japanese than any other program students who have N1. Like I would take my N3 student over someone else's N1 student any day of the week because they understand how to communicate with things other than words. They understand the rules, the unspoken rules, the unheard, unspoken parts of the conversation. They know how to read nuance, how to read the air. They know this stuff. So who's getting the job? My N3 student. Who's making the friend? My N3 student. Who's making the connections? My N3 student. N1 students from other programs struggle all the time. I've seen it for years and years and years and years. I've worked with people like that who have N1, but they're just clueless. And it's not their fault. They just needed this program. So I wanted to show you really quick. This is the last chapter of my N4. Actually, I mean, this isn't a PDF. This is just a file. But this is like the level of Japanese that we're talking about. It's like, it's fluent. I mean, it's basically fluent conversational Japanese. If you can get through my N4, you're basically conversationally fluent. なんだかこのまま前に進めば久しぶりに幸せが得られる気がした. That's your Japanese in N4. Yeah? That's after only 20 chapters of work. So if you're at 0 now, this is probably the opportunity of a lifetime. I want to just make this video really raw so you can see it's actually me doing it. This is my curriculum. This is my platform. This is me on the admin side, how I update things, how I add new lessons. This is our calendar. This is how you book lessons. You can book up to 2 lessons at one time. So after you finish one lesson, you get the next one. We got a community board. Let's say announcements, community posts, the classroom. You get your own dashboard so you can track your own things. And the thing is, if you're one of my Pioneer members, we got an entire development team that's just waiting to take your suggestions, your ideas. If you find something that's broken, we'll fix it. If you think something could be better and you give us an idea, we'll implement it. So if you're watching this and this seems like something that's resonating with you, then you were probably meant to see this video. And I want you guys to go check out thriveinjapan.com. and just read through a little bit about what our program is, what our philosophy is, what makes us different, and why this is going to revolutionize Japanese language learning and we're going to change everything. My long-term goal, which I've not made publicly, I haven't been vocal about it just yet. My long-term goal is to replace JLPT because I think it's entirely insufficient. With Uzumibi, we go to a lot of different expos for like work. People have to hire foreigners these days. There's not enough workers. And so there's so many companies out there that are just struggling because the only way that they can measure how good a foreigner's Japanese is with JLPT. So they'll hire someone with N2 or N1, but when they get there, they can't communicate. And there's so many struggles going on with that the reality is we have to replace JLPT. So my long-term goal is to replace JLPT. I'm very confident that our program can do it. And whoever the first 100 people that join and become the pioneer members, you're going to be how I prove that. So this is your chance. Before we start doing ads and big promotions and all this stuff, I'm just going very organic. I want to find people who are willing just to be my friend, talk with me, meet up. I will teach you Japanese myself. You can book as many sessions. We could talk every day if you wanted to. I want to take you from zero to superhero and do that together. And as we do it, just build something really special. So that's all the video is about today. If you're interested, please just come check out our mission a little bit, see what we're about, thriveinjapan.com. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the inside. Take advantage of that 14-day free trial now. Even if you're not interested in learning Japanese with me, if you need to be more successful in Japan, take the paradigm shift. That class right here, the paradigm shift. This will teach you the first step to what it will take to really thrive in Japan. And after that, if you feel like you want to stick around with us and study some more, or you feel like I'm someone that you could trust and you want to learn from, you're welcome. And I'm looking forward to meeting you guys. Have a good one.